Hey y'all, how you doing? It's Valerie here. And today is an exciting day for me because I got one of my seed swap packages back. I haven't opened this yet, and it's been about a month and a half since I did this swap, and I can't remember what I traded for. So this is going to be fun for me too. I'm sure once I start reading the seed types, I'll remember trading for them. But as of now, I really can't remember what I traded for, and I purposely not looked at my master list because I did want it to be a surprise. So we're going to open that together. But before we do that, I want to go ahead and haul some seeds that I got from Carmel Bella Farm. And these are just a couple of packages of tomato seeds I ordered. I'm going to go ahead and haul them to get started. This is a free gift, and it's the Kazula 92. Maybe you can read that. The next one is Rebel Starfighter VD21. And then the last one is Indigo Sun Gold. And when I saw this one, it really excited me because Sun Gold is one of my favorite tomato varieties. And that one's got the anthocyanin in it. So I can't wait to try those and see how they taste. All right, I've got my scissors here. I'm going to open this package. This is very exciting. Now, I've cut down on the amount of seed swaps I do each year. I used to do several different types, but now I only really participate in 3, and 2 of them are put on by the same group. This one is put on from the Winter Sowing group on Facebook. And the way this works is you go through your seeds and you write down, there's parameters, okay? They'll tell you how many of each seed to include, but then you go through and you make a list of everything you have available and how many seed trades you have, like Sun Gold tomato, and I have enough seeds that I'm willing to give away for 3 swaps. And so you make that list, and then everyone at the given time will post their list, and you look at, and what you do is you go through and you pull up someone's list, for instance. Sometimes people write it by hand. Sometimes people put it in Excel, but I use Google Sheets. And what you do is you pull up the list and then you're like, oh, they've got seed A and I really would like seed A. So what you do is you comment on their post to be like, hey, I see that you've got seed A. Take a look at my list and see if there's anything you would like to trade for. And then they reply back to you with a yes or a no or whatever. And then when the swap is over, everyone sends all their seeds packaged up to one central person, the host of the swap. And then that person sorts all the seeds out to their individual people and sends the packages out to everyone who participated. So if I, for instance, traded with, say, 17 people, instead of having to pay postage to send seeds to 17 different people and get those seeds back, I send postage to one person, they sort it, and then, of course, you pay for your return postage. So you're just sending your seeds to one person and you're getting them all back instead of having to send out multiple seeds to multiple different places. It really streamlines the whole thing. I hope I said that in a way that makes sense. I know I'm kind of going through it quickly. If you decide that you want to participate in one of these swaps, there is definitely detailed instructions on the pages. And honestly, if you read the instructions and you're still not sure, some people have made detailed videos. And if you don't want to watch a video, all you have to do is when the seed swap starts, just kind of watch what everyone else is doing and you'll get a feel for it. It's really easy to pick up on. And don't feel intimidated like you don't know what's going on. People are really kind. And if you don't have a lot to trade, or if you just have basic varieties and they're not unusual or unique or cool, that's fine. People are totally understanding. And most people have been in that position themselves and they're willing to go ahead and swap with you. And it's just a really great way to build community, to nerd out with people about seeds, and to get a lot of really fun, cool varieties back. Especially whenever you have a package of, say, 50 tomato seeds and you know you're not going to plant all 50 of those. Why not take your extras and get something else that you could use or something else you just even want? It doesn't have to be useful. It could just be something you want. with all that being said, let's open this. So in this first one, I've got Rio Zape pole bean. And as you can see as we go through this, there's going to be all kinds of different packaging. Some people make their own, some people buy it, some people, there's just all kinds of different things. So don't feel intimidated by not having like cool packaging if that's a thing. The Rio Zape bean. I've got a little tub here I'm going to throw these in as I haul them. And like all the seeds in this envelope are all from one person. You package them up. You know, like if I've traded with 6 people, then there should be 6 envelopes that I send in. Okay, this is the Ecote Morado bean, and they sent the rest of a package. That's pretty cool. This is the Lucid Gem tomato. I also have a Kew K-E-W blue pole bean. I wonder what those look like. I kind of want to open them up to see if they're like a cool looking bean. I'm obsessed with these unique looking beans, and I probably looked this one up. I don't remember. So they're just brown, but I don't know. Let me see. Probably show you better. Oop. I don't know like what color the pods are or anything. So that's just a brown bean. But I like collecting unique varieties of beans. I really like beans. Okay, I'm going to tape this back together so that way these beans don't fall out. Okay, and one more. And I've got Rebel Alliance tomato. I already have this tomato, but I don't have very many seeds left, and I wanted to get some insurance just in case they didn't germinate, because I think I've only got like 2 or 3 seeds left. And I've been on this mission to collect all the Rebel Starfighters and Star Wars tomatoes. I've got this Flemish antique poppy. That's really, really pretty. And you know what? I'm going to have to find a place to spread these very soon. And I've got Playtime Calendula. You can't really see, but there's a bunch of calendula seeds in there. This one is Balloon Vine. And this one just says calendula. It doesn't really, I wonder what type it is. Ooh, that needs sealed. There's a bunch of seeds down in there. I'm going to have to go back through my list and see if they had a specific variety listed on their sheet. You make a master list of all your trades and you send that in, but I like to keep a copy of mine just so that way in a situation like this, I can see if there was a type written down or if this is just someone's self-collected seed and it's a variety. This is China Rosebush, Pink Tea Rose. I wanted these because I've been trying forever to grow roses from seeds, and so far I've been unsuccessful. I was going to try winter sowing them, but honestly, I would say it's probably getting a little late in the season to give it the stratification it needs. So what I'll probably do is just put these up in my collection and winter sow them next fall or next winter. Cosmos Mix. You know, I don't have any Cosmos seeds. Well, now I do because of the swap. And Mixed Colors Bachelor's Buttons. I do have Bachelor's Button seed, but I will definitely take more. All the colors I can. Marigold Spun Orange Extra Large Double. Pink Eye Purple Hull Bean. 3 seeds in this. This isn't a full package. It's left in its original package, but there's only 3 seeds. It says Red Warty Thing Pumpkin. Those look really interesting. And Tip Top Alaska Salmon Nasturtiums. One of the seeds, well, a couple of the seeds I've been really obsessed with over the last couple of years are calendula types and nasturtiums. She's got this taped well. Let me just rip it from this direction. So we have pea, dwarf gray sugar. It's almost pea starting time. Winter sweet dumpling. It's a squash. And pea pretty pleasing. I was out of pea seeds. I mean, I have sweet pea seeds. But other than that, I was out of pea seeds. So it's really good I traded for them because it's almost pea starting season. This is Japanese tiger melon. This is pink Ruffles columbine. And Cleome white and purple mix. That's a lot of seeds. You did not have to give this many seeds. There, like I said, there's guidelines on the minimum you've got to get. Some people, or that you have to give. Some people definitely give extra. Buran, Buran, and it's a pepper. This is Nora, and I would say that's a pepper too. Brandy Fred tomato. Interesting. And Blood Gulch tomato. Alrighty, on to the next one. See, this is what I was talking about. People will sometimes fold magazines and all that kind of stuff to make their seed envelopes. And this is Little Jim romaine lettuce. Let's see. We have strawberry blonde marigold and forget-me-nots. That's awesome. I almost bought some forget-me-not seeds the other day, and I'm glad I didn't now. I had some forget-me-nots planted out in my garden, but I forgot I planted them, so I weeded them out, and now they're just not there anymore. I do that sometimes, and it's really frustrating, but that's just real life. Okay, I've got these painted lady beans. Those are fairly big. I have champagne celosia. That sounds pretty. Lemon mint. Chili teppan pepper. I used to have this pepper. I'll probably go ahead and start some of these this year. I ran out of seeds and I didn't save any. And spinning wheels marigold. I really like marigolds. I underplant them just in spots where I can find a place to put them. Okay, it looks like we've got 3 more packages here. Okay, I've got pretty and sweet pepper. So that's a lot of seeds. I'm going to have to go ahead and start these soon as well. These are some parsnips. I've never eaten a parsnip before, and I'm really interested in trying them. Now, I did buy a package of parsnip seeds because I forgot that I traded for those, obviously, or I wouldn't have bought them. However, that's fine. I'll just plant them all. I'll probably plant all of the parsnip seeds I've got unless my other seed package just has a lot. And I think I'm going to maybe plant those. I have these big cloth pots. I might plant them in those just because I feel like they might do better growing in soil. They might get longer and develop better growing in like nice fluffy soil. I do have clay soil, so I do have some places that are fluffier than others because I've been working on it. I just don't know if they're quite deep enough yet to grow a nice lengthy parsnip. Criolla de Cocina pepper. I'm going to have to look these up and check out what the Scoville is. Sugar Magnolia Pea. Actually, I do remember trading for that one because I really like those, and I didn't save seeds last time I grew them. I could kick myself. And this is Ping Pong Scabiosa, and this is one of the types that's bred for its seed pod. And then I've got some Dapple Gray Bush Bean. All right, last one. Okay, let's see what we've got. We have Coco Rose de Prague bean. Can you see those? They're a very pretty color. Dark Heart Tomato. Reminds me of the Care Bears. There was an old Care Bear cartoon that had Dark Heart on it. And then the Bosnian bean. Last trade. See if I can turn that around. That's really interesting looking. So as you can tell, I got a lot of interesting varieties, and these were all things that I didn't already have. So I was able to take extras and get all these new things. And that's what makes seed swaps worth it. Plus, you sometimes get varieties that aren't just readily available. You can't just go get them at any store. And it's just exciting and fun. At least for me, I think it's exciting and fun. Okay, y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and opening these seeds with me. I hope it inspires you to join a seed swap. And if you want any information on the seed swaps that I participate in, I'm more than happy to answer any questions you would have about it. But I will put a link to this particular Facebook group, and it's the Winter Sowing Facebook group, but they only do the seed swap. They start advertising it in December to sign up, and then it happens, like this one happened on January 13th. So this is just one of them. There's another one that I do that I just got through participating in. I just sent my seeds in like 2 days ago, and when I get those back, I will share them as well. And at that time, I will give you the information for that one. That one happens twice a year. They do one in winter, and then they do one again in the fall. So the next one for that will be in November. It gives everyone a time to save their seeds and all that kind of stuff to give them more variety to trade. Once again, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I truly appreciate it. I get really excited about seeds and the prospect of growing seeds and all the things. I will see you next time. Bye.